Wat gedaan?
Rappie! If only Pollard could kick his goals. I said we would put 40 on the All Blacks. If he'd kicked his goals, it would have been 38. Guess I'll just have to take the win. And so the Rugby Championship ended with quite the bang. First up, the Aussies got win number 4 on the trot, and the Pumas got loss number 6. Yeesh. Having escaped from under the heel of the All Blacks, the Aussies have turned into quite the team, and the quality of the game has increased super fast. Most of all, they have a new superstar in the human version of a white t-shirt, Andrew Kellaway. What a player. The man has grown into a lethal finisher, scoring a hat-trick on the weekend, but he still looks way too plain to be that good. And sorry to the Pumas, your set pieces and discipline just weren't up to standard this year. Maybe next year, or in November. Let me just get ready. The big one. Springboks versus All Blacks 2, Electric Boogaloo. Now, this is the first Springbok game this year that I did not watch live, which is worrying since we won. Does that mean anything? To see the players so happy after snapping that 3-match losing streak against the All Blacks nogal was totally worth missing it. Finally, those lepers in the backline used the platform the forwards have been setting for them all along. They ran the ball well and scored great tries, especially the one set up by Lucanio. I do everything behind my back now. I nearly crashed my car this morning. And the All Blacks? Well, they scored even better tries. That Perler scored by Ardie Savea is in the running for try of the year, along with the one Colby scored against the Lions. That was a good one. When these two teams are on song and play rugby at that level, it truly is, in my opinion, the best sport in the world. Nothing beats it. The Aussies, Boks and All Blacks can take great confidence now to Europe in November. It's just the Pumas that are a bit stuck in a mire. I will be cheering all of them as if they are my firstborn tomato plants, not kids. These are just sport teams. But who are the best players from each team? Who? For Argentina, their captain, Julian Montoya, or Montoya, I don't know. He just tackled and tackled and tackled in a losing cause. Hopefully he can get some wins in Europe. For the Boks, even when we were shit, Loete Jager was good. He just kept stealing lineouts on our try line to keep us in the game. The man was our gangly savior. I already mentioned Andrew Kellaway of the Aussies. That chicken mayo on plain white was a try-scoring revelation. Do the Aussies have 2 of the best 5 wingers in the world now? The nose says yes. And for the champs, it's gotta be Geordie. He took that 15 jersey and made it his own. And he also took the favourite sun crown from Bowden. Their parents will let them know about it at Christmas. And that was the Rugby Champs. Bye till next year. And on to the Urk. And back down to earth for South African teams. Yeesh. The Lions looked more like the familiar half-wits we've come to know in the Currie Cup. Just an absolute shambles. And I love the clumsy little Rex the more for it. It's really my problem. Imagine overthrowing your line out twice in a row on the 5-meter line. It's almost art. Speaking of shambles, so were the Bulls. It was all the more embarrassing after Jake White called the Connacht team basically a bunch of nobodies before the game. 34-7, and those Irish journeymen made their point very strongly. The Sharks lost as well. They were blown off the park in the first 50 minutes and could only really bring any respectability to the scoreline after that. Back to the drawing board. Finally, the Stormers. They played amazingly and went 18-0 up in just the first 40 minutes. And then they all went home and a bunch of idiots came out in the second half and they had 34 points put past them with no answer. Another loss. I predict many more matches of pain like these last 4. The South African teams are just not concentrating and keeping their defense up. It's a symptom of playing each other in Mickey Mouse competitions for a year. Just keep at it, boys. Keep building that intensity and fitness. You can do it. The teams to watch are still Munster, Leinster, Ulster and the Ospreys. Keep it in mind. And also Benetton all of a sudden. They are keeping that Rainbow Cup form going. What an ending to the match against Edinburgh. Go watch the highlights. Other news. Bad boy Rassie's hearing date has not been set. They say it's too hard because everyone's spread across the globe. Meanwhile, Rassie's been coaching the Boks to world #1 over Zoom. Quade Cooper's redemption arc continues with the announcement that he'll be playing for the Barbarians in November, and then later he announced he did not agree to it, so who knows. Anyways, he would get an armchair ride behind Kitchoff, Malherbe and Dwayne Vermeulen, so why wouldn't he? Maybe it's because the Boks have said if there's another bio bubble, they are not going to Europe. Which is understandable, they were in a bubble for 18 weeks. If you don't want to go to Europe to be in another one, I get it. And that's the news for this week. Now we only have to worry about the Urk, and also the fact that my Southern Knights are second on the log in the Fosrock Super Sixes. And that's the news for this week. I will see you next week. Bye!